All right. Hey, shalom, shalom. All right, this the brother Atazawam coming back in the spirit with another lesson, and Lord willing, I hope and pray that is edifying. Of course, before I get started, I want to give all praises, all glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. All right. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well. And as always, peace, love, many blessings unto the elect of Israel who scattered around the four corners of the earth, giving all diligence to make their calling of election sure. All right. Hey, this lesson is going to be, I'm going to be doing a follow up to the brother Shaman. And he was basically touching on what's going on right now in New York City with the fire department and the police department. And basically, they being treated like shit. Now, New York City Police Department is infamous for, their task force. Okay, they're known for being very aggressive. I think they have, they have their police force is bigger than some countries' armies. That's how many police are patrolling the streets of New York. And not to mention, the fire department. They are the first responders to, you know, catastrophic events. For instance, 9/11. 9/11, you had a lot of firefighters that died because they responded to that terrorist attack. Really, it was unbeknownst to them what was really going on, but they made the sacrifice to try to help people, and they actually died. Now you fast forward to the current day, and they being treated like shit. They being laid off, and they being forced to get pricked. Okay, and it's showing, that this ripple that you're seeing in New York, this is gonna pursue and take place in other cities as well. Okay, I know right now California is also, which is a blue state, is under strict regulations when it come down to that prick and those mandates. So it's an all out shit show right now, man. And this shows a lot about the government, man, in which we're under. The United States government, they don't give a fuck about the workers. They don't give a fuck about the people. It's all about the interests of the elite. So whatever the elite say, that's what goes. Okay? But they've been using the people, the citizens of America, as guinea pigs to forward the agenda. So New York City is in turmoil, man. And it's only going to get worse. As the times continue to increase, the Lord is going to create more and more scenarios, more mandates, more laws and draconian measures that's going to frustrate the people. And it's going to actually lead to the cities being broken down, man. Because if you don't have firefighters, then who's going to put out the fires? Who's going to restore peace to cities if you lacking police officers, man? Okay, so this is all biblical prophecy. I wanted to get this article real quick. I wanted to touch on a quick point, and then I got a couple precepts. Okay, this is from NBC. It's from NBC News. All right, it says 2,000 FDNY firefighters take medical leave as vaccine sanctions loom. So basically, over 2,000 firefighters called in sick. Now, the whole department in itself has, I think, 11,000 firefighters, but 2,000 of them called out. So that's roughly a little less than 20% of the fire department that's not there. So they working with about 80% of firefighters, maybe a little bit more, give or take. Okay, but it's going to be more firefighters that's going to quit or that's going to back out, man. And this is going to lead to strikes. This is going to lead to protests, and ultimately it's going to lead to riots, man. Okay, now let's get into the article. Okay, where I want to jump to? I'll just start from the top. More than 2,000 New York City firefighters have taken medical leave in the past week as unvaccinated municipal workers face the start of sanctions Monday, which is today. This is just the start of the sanctions today in New York. We don't even know what's going to be going on in 2 to 3 months, 4 to 5 months, because they're not going to take these sanctions off the table. These things are here to stay. Remember, we're being merged into a digital society. So therefore, the old way of America has to be dismantled. And this is a part of the dismantling of the old America. They're trying to go into the NWO. Frank Dwyer, Deputy Commissioner of the New York City Fire Department, said by email that the number of firefighters on medical leave was very unusual. The department employs roughly 11,000 firefighters. A senior citizen official briefed on the vaccination data says that over half the firefighters who have called out sick have never received a single dose of the vaccination. So that's showing right there that it ain't about being sick. Okay? They don't want to get the jab. And they should have the right not to get the jab. But you know what? This is all a part of prophecy at the end of the day. Because remember, Revelation 13 chapter, which we've been bringing out a lot, it says he causeth all. When you go into the word causeth, it means to make. So this is just another way of Esau forcing his agenda on the people. Okay? He's going to make you try to bow to the image. Okay? So we're living in heavy prophetic times. This is Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Okay? Nobody's rejoicing right now. It's a shit show, like the brother Shaman said, man. It's an all-out shit show right now. If I'm not mistaken, they're also protesting, man. Let me see. Yeah. Protesting vaccine mandates in New York. So now you got firefighters that's getting suspended now. Okay? Why? Because the wicked is in authority. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So these people are not happy, man. Their livelihood is being affected. And that's because why? Because Esau is shifting into this fourth industrial revolution. Okay? Now, from there, let's go to 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. And I want to go up to verse 15, and I'm going to jump down to about, down in the 50s, about 57. All right, but I'm going to start at 15 here. Matter of fact, 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. So the sword, what is the sword that's drawing nigh to this world? We get that in Psalm 17 and 13. The Lord, the scriptures say, arise, disappoint, cast them down, disappoint the wicked from. Matter of fact, let me just get it. I don't want to misspeak. All right, let's go down to Psalms. Psalm 17, 13. It says, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So when it says that the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, ultimately it's talking about Esau and his weapons. Okay? That's the sword of the Lord, the wicked. Esau is the wicked. That's pursuant to what? Malachi 1 and 4. Okay? It says, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Okay? And we are already seeing the dissension amongst the people right now. Because eventually when you start to take bread off of people's plate and they have no other means of getting food and the necessities of life, people pick up weapons. They pick up weapons. Okay? For there shall be sedition among men. Sedition, let's get the word sedition. All right, it means conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch. So essentially, this prick that's being implemented in society was by design to get people to what? To rebel. So it was all the plan of the elite. They knew that the inoculation would lead to protesting and rebellion. So now that they see that their plan is working, they're going to issue out a lot more strict measures to get people to rebel even more. And it's going to give them justification to come in with the what? The sword. Okay? So this is all the plan of the elite, which is ultimately the plan of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Going back, 2nd Ezra 15, and 15. For the no, Salaki, 16. For there shall be sedition among men, which sedition goes into a law or something that incites a rebellion against civil authority. It says, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay? So this is going to lead to New York City being broken down. A lot of these cities is going to be straight up and down chaotic, man. Okay? Jump it down to verse 57. It says, thy children shall die of hunger. Yeah, because you know why? Because the Edomites, they've starved out our people. Okay? The reason Jake's diets are so poor is because why? We were disenfranchised, and then they put these different restaurants and food companies in our neighborhoods that really made us degenerates. McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, okay? Certain advertisements that you would see in these neighborhoods will be from a degenerate style of eating. Then the grocery stores that you see in the neighborhood is low quality meats. So now your children gonna start to die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Here's the point: thy city shall be broken down. And this is a part. If you don't have the firefighters supporting and responding to these different things in the city, your city is going to be in jeopardy of being broken down, man. Because now people are going to become willful. They'll start burning shit down. Who's going to be there when certain cars catch on fire from accidents? Okay. It's going to just lead to just a full-blown shit show, man. Okay. It says, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. Yeah. So we coming into some heavy times. Going back, Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. Now, I'm going to say this, right? Now, if you have majority of the people in your department quit, that means that what? Somebody else got to pull the workload. Okay? You don't have 2,000 people right now trying to be a firefighter in New York. So they're not going to be able to replace, just replace 2,000 firefighters in a week or in a month. Sometimes it'd be hard to replace 2 employees. Okay? Let alone 2,000. So what's going to happen is the other firefighters and police that's on the task force, they're going to be asked to do more. They're going to be in more dangerous situations, and it's going to frustrate them, and they're going to leave or possibly leave. Okay? Yeah, because what I say, the grinders cease because they are few. You got certain people, they just going to be like, you know what, this shit ain't even worth it, man. Verse 4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. Yeah. Yeah, the doors are going to be shut in the streets. All right? Your local grocery stores, tire shops, gas stations. Okay? Clothing stores. Different cosmetic necessities, lotion, deodorant, Walgreens, the medicines. All this stuff is going to be closed. When the sound of the grinding is low, the grinding represents the work. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Okay? So we're in a time of transition. That's what's happening to the world right now. A time of transition. And it's all being done by the elite. Okay? Last scripture, Ecclesiastes 10 and 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceeded from the ruler. So all this is because the rulers are in error right now. Okay? They have a wicked invention. They have a wicked plan that they're trying to implement, and it's going to lead to them being in error. And their whole establishment is about to be broken down, man. Okay? So, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Makakodash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace. Many blessings to the elect. Shalom.